Want to know how to be a qualified electrician. Electric dude here. I've been doing this for about 35 years, and I'm really glad to hear you uh, added the word qualified in there, and you're not just wanting to be some Joe Schmo that can only put in plugs and switches, because there is a lot to learn, a lot to know as an electrician. Uh, Knowing that, what you're going to need to do is get into an apprenticeship. The apprenticeship is only 5 years long. It goes fast, and really, there's only a couple weeks a year that you have to go to school. The rest of the time, you're working on the job next to a trained journeyman who's showing you the ropes. So you get a good, well-rounded education between those two things. So in order to do that, you're going to contact your local IBW office. You'll be able to easily find where that is. They'll put you in contact with the apprenticeship program called the NJATC, the National Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee, and they'll tell you what you need. Really, you put in an application, and with that application, you're going to need, I believe, high school transcripts, and you need to show that you've had some basic algebra. If you haven't had that, I would get started on that right now. Take a night class or whatever you need to. At that point, when you've turned that in, they'll set you up with a appointment to take an aptitude test. And if you do well on that, then the next step would be to have an interview with the committee. And the committee is made up of 4 people from the union side, 4 people from the contractor side. And they'll just talk to you, ask you questions, and get to know you a little bit, make sure that you're a good match for the trade. And at that point, if they decide that you're a good candidate, they put you on the list, and then you, in between there, you're going to take a weekend training. They call it a boot camp. They'll give you a basic overview of the trade. They'll do some hands-on stuff, get you familiar with what's going to be required of you, and then basically then you're just waiting to go to work. So really, that's all there is to it. That's what you need to do in order to get really qualified. It's going to give you a good start. By the time you turn out, you'll be well trained, and at that point, then you'll, of course, you'll be on your own, so you're going to learn a lot more, and that will continue all through your career. So I hope that's helped. It's really not that hard to do. You just need to get started. But I do need to let you know too that as in the construction trade since 2008, when the big crash happened, construction has had a tough time. They got hit really hard, and personally, I've spent way more time unemployed than I care to, and it's made it very hard financially. So it's made me look at alternatives, even after all these years. And I always thought that an online business would be perfect, and I've tried it a few times and failed every time. Never made a single dime. But I decided to try it one more time here not too long ago, and I actually found something that amazingly it worked. It started making money right off the bat for the first time ever, and I was totally shocked. So I would recommend highly that you look at alternatives before you make your decision. Look at the different things. If you want to see what I do, just go to successwithjeff.com. You can click the link or the button down below and watch the videos, and you'll get an idea of what's required. It's easy, and it's inexpensive. So take a look at that if you want, and see what you think. And I hope that I've been able to help you out to find your new career. I wish you the best, whatever you decide to do.